it talks about, reducing your metabolic age. So I researched, I bought one of those scales that tells your metabolic age. And I went ahead and I started to measure my age. And sure enough, I watched it where it started about 58 and it went to 57 and went down to 56. It took about, to reduce a year, it took about 2 months to reduce a year and to go down to the next year. Okay. About 2 to 3 months is that's my body. That's how my body's reacting to that. So I'm starting to see, okay, something's changing in my body. So Donna was watching some of the testimonials, was on several of Marcy's calls, and I was listening in. And as I started listening, it was like, man, this is the real deal. So I told Donna, I said, let's do this. I said, get me an account. We're going to do this on faith. And I'm not going to be cheap about it where I'm just going to say, oh, give me 5 days worth of patches and let's try it, because that's not what this is. It doesn't work that way. For some people it does, but not for me. So I started this on faith just by watching the testimonies and hearing this in the background. So we started this, and it took about 2 months, and nothing much is happening. And all of a sudden I started noticing my toenails and my fingernails growing and my hair growing like crazy. Now you're thinking, why do I really care about my toenails and that stuff? Something's happening, right? Something's changing in my body. So I start when you notice this small stuff, you know that there's bigger stuff happening behind the scenes. And so if you can pay attention to that, that makes all the difference in the world. So I started noticing that. Suddenly I started noticing the backside of my beard was getting darker again. My hair, which had turned all white up front and which I still have a little bit of white left.
Guys, thanks for watching. As you can see, it's a no-brainer. We 20-year-old pioneers in the Lifewave technology. On this slide, you'll find QR codes. You can scan them and go and see more testimonials on there. If you want to see the full testimonials, it will be on YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute. That will give you the full testimonials with a presentation of how to wear the product and what you can get out of it. If you're one of those that struggle with data, you can follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X.